Čau, vítejte u asi poslední části vedlejších questů a pak už se budeme věnovat té hlavní línii a rovnou půjdeme na to, ať se nezdržujeme. Já už jsem si teda myslel, že to je jako úplně všechno hotový, jo, ale pak mi došlo, že ještě v úkolech by mohly být nějaký vedlejší. Tak. A tady jsme byli jednou.
Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot though.
Takže dráček nějaký, ty.
Must have been.
Se kouknu ještě na stopy.
Blood of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent. Scale. Colors unusual. Silver? Never seen one like this. Man, bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile too, judging by what ripped his throat open.
Tak doufám, že to bude easy souboj.
Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different. Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. You'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does
Parchan.
I look after it personally.
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory.
You post those warnings?
Indeed, to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was much larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were felled.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce, basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the witchers. And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last year, we still had 2. But Jocast's mate passed on, alas.
Jocast?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Jocast was brooding then. 2 eggs. That she cast from her nest, alas, when the male perished.
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the basilisk ventures not, hunts not, it does not kill or destroy. Provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy, if it kills,
To je dobrý, to
compensate all for the
je sice hezký, ale
my own coffers.
Your coffers. Got a store of sons and husbands in there
to jo, no.
to compensate for those
Hezky řečeno.
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather tooler's widow 800 crowns. This unfortunate merchant's family, to be duly indemnified as well.
To by mě zajímalo, kdo je teda.
Who exactly are you? And how did you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges, happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building.
Jestli se neměla jako potravu
To her
spíš.
nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
Where's the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea, but you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants, so I might also look for the other corpse.
Tak jako já si myslím, že ty obchodníci už ty věci potřebovat nebudou, takže bychom si tady mohli vzít. Jsme to teda moc neměli teda. Tady je něco ještě.
Busted barrels, contents spilled all over. Must have been tannin in there, used to treat leather. Beast smashed the barrels. That's how the scent got on the scale.
Your Coco is so very curious. Strong scents especially intrigue her. The barrels, they must have drawn her in, drawn her to the caravan.
Strange. These burn marks. Beast's venom make them? Subspecies must be highly toxic.
Takže taková lítající archespora.
From a sterling basilisk festers long.
Need to brew a potion that'll neutralize that. Busted barrels slimed with venom. Hallmarks of an attack. Basilisk must have caught the second victim here. Anyway, got 2 scents. Venom and tannin. Ought to be enough to track the beast.
Why track her at all? Your caste is protected. Her death would forever destabilize the ecosystem. Who knows what would happen? I see
No, tak se přemnoží srnky, no, a jeleni, no, tak to je fakt hrozný.
refrain from provoking her. Harm her not, and she too will leave you untouched. I've long suspected they do it on purpose. Scent their goods. They seek to lure the basilisk to destroy their wares. It allows them to demand compensation from their assurers.
Si to vytuníme všechno, tyjo. Že to asi nebude jenom tak. A tady je. Já si sejmu, tyjo. Co, tyjo.
Odors dispersed. Seems to be everywhere. Basilisk must be high in the sky. Bloodstains. Clear as day.
Stopy.
Sense perceptible again.
A tady je druhý obchodník, ten se dostal trošku dál.
Expected. Second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why.
Tak to jsou dementi, oni je tam fakt táhli. Přes to území, kde ten bazilišek lítá. Tak jo, no. Dokonce jsem ztratil trošku asi stopu. Tady. Sakra. Takže zpátky. Tak.
Here's something, but it's no basilisk screech. Human voices.
Ježiši.
Yamal, Harry, prepare the equipment. Beast wandered off somewheres. We got to lure it back. And who might you be?
Funny, about to ask you the same.
They call us the Reavers.
Reavers? Wouldn't happen to hail from Crinfrid, would you?
Aye, we do. But how's it you know? And again, who the hell are you?
Doufám, že mě budou znát. Jo, to jo.
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Know your brethren in arms. Bohold, Kenneton Desperate, New Boy too.
Ah, you're that witcher. Aye, Bohold mentioned you. Said you swing a mean sword.
A professional. Good you came along. Could take on the brute together. Talk is the venom something horrifying. Could use another pair of hands. Fee what we've gotten from the guild. We'll share it fair and square. You in?
Gentlemen, this hurts my ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected.
If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it. And reward you doubly to leave the beast be.
A bude zabíjet dál, jo, to je logika.
Living specimen of a near extinct subspecies.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know, beasts culled the human race by 5 already.
Jo, zabijem ho.
Beast has to die. We work together, we'll make quick work of it.
After all I told you of your caste, you would murder her? Or you will regret this, friend. I know folk. I shall
Kábych ho zabil taky.
slew the last surviving specimen.
Nesmíme mít svědky.
Sorry, Master de Salvarez. Actually, not sorry. A monster's a monster. Silvery, plaid, or polka-dotted, last or next to last specimen, doesn't matter. It's a dangerous predator that kills humans. Enough said.
Herbalists, alchemists, I know many. They will despise you. I shall tell them of a heartless cur who cares not an ounce for balance in nature. You shall pay arms and legs for their wares. More!
Somebody plug this Lorden's gob, eh? Right, Master Witcher. How do we aim to fight the filth? We've crossbows. Comply with bolts while you do the hack and slash? Or all go at it as a bunch, blades in hand, fire in our hearts? You decide. You're the one with experience.
Myslím, že v záloze budete lepší, tyjo. Tady to bych zabil, tyjo, zabijte ho. Použijte kuše, to bude lepší.
Use your crossbows, keep her on the ground. Good idea.
Did you say her?
It's a female, yeah.
Hear that, lads? We've a learned witcher here. I got stands out, and he spotted what the lizard's got between its legs. Right now, lads. You've heard the specialist. Ready your crossbows.
All good and fine, but the monster's not in its nest. Gotta track it down first.
Not at all necessary, Geralt. We looked into it. Gave it a think. Traders use tannin to lure the beast. Who says we can't do the same?
You got any tannin?
Came into a bit, aye. Yeah, willing to do the honours?
Jsem si měl asi kouknout to, co na ní platí, no.
There.
Grab your bellies! Shoot the bitch down!
Ty kráso. Jedna rána šla dolů, jo, ty. Tak to jo, no. Tak, se na to bestiáře, co na ní platí. Ale proti drakovitým, jo jasně. No, tak to bude zajímavý tady to. Kde ty jo? Střelte jí. Sestřelte jí, ty jo. Jsou dementi, ty jo. Ty mají mužku jak. Ty krása. A šla dolů, tyjo. Kolik jich přežilo? Tam jsem něco ještě vzal lot. Je to smutný, ale bohužel. Sice je to vyhubení druhů.
Witcher drives right for the gut. A professional, right thorough. Your share, friend. Every last copper as we agreed. We'll collect us a few of them silver scales and a tail. Proof for the guild, right?
Je to takový smutný, no. Oh.
And we'll get word of you to some folk. Merchant folk, meaning. They ought to treat you right.
Thanks, and farewell.
Ještě jí uřízne hlavu před ním. Tak to jo, no. Aha. Tak to je drsný teda. To... Ach jo. Dobrý. Tak jako... vyhubit zvířecí druh, jako je to drsný, jo, ale... Jako... Co to dajte? Tak. Tak ještě jsme mohli dělat nějaký ty zaklínačský zakázky. Děláme ty zaklínačské zakázky, tam jsou jenom 2. Tak. Jako nebylo to nic hezkýho vyhubit poslední druh, jo, jako ale... se... Kolik lidí díky tomu přežije, že jo, jako... Je to drsný, ale... Bohužel... Jako bere se to jako... život za x životů. Je to takový... Je takový sporný dost, no ale bohužel... Bohužel... To už jste byli v tom kamenolomu, ty. A nikdo tam nebyl. Jo, a ještě se omlouvám, že mluvím jak dement, ale jsem nastydlej trošku, takže... Budu mluvit jak Antar trošku. Tak, kde je ten předák? Oh. To je jiný kamenolom, to jsem si spletl. Tak, co tam máš za problém? Tady. No, dobrý, to mě nezajímá.
You don't look like a quarryman to me.
That stand in the way of our doing business?
No. It merely means I doubt you'll find anything of use here. I mainly stock goods for the men at the quarry. Hammers, spikes, hand cream. But if you want a glance, feel free. I shan't stop you.
You always this personable? Or do you just get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning?
I got up on the right side. I always do. My left leg's been lame ever since my accident. I worked here once, see? Breaking stone. Until a part of a rock face fell away and crushed my foot.
Sorry. Feel foolish now.
Not to worry. Such things are commonplace here. Part of the job.
Třeba vás.
Every now and then someone breaks something.
Tak to naštve.
Or their neck.
Show me what you got.
Tak se koukneme, co jsme mohli prodat. No, hezky jsme se toho zbavili. Wow, co tady máme ještě nějaký jiný meč, tyjo. Dobrý, no, tak. Tak mi to oprav. Udělal kšeft. Už musím jít za předákem.
Farewell.
A kde je předák, tyjo? Dohlížitel. Jo, tady.
What the golly blasting devils are you doing, men? What plague? An unfortunate turn of offense, that's all. Get back to chiseling. If we don't deliver that head on time, the infestor will twist my plums off.
Is that what you'll tell Emil's widow? That a cow crushed him and it was an accident?
Jo, to je s tou krávou.
This is a grave matter. It requires a specialist, some mage or warlock.
What happened here?
Look! It's that witcher who's come to town. Maybe he can do something. An exorcism or the like. We should ask how much coin he'll want.
Saw your notice. Got a problem with a cow? Fear a plague, is that it?
Yes, indeed. And a horrid one at that. We've asked the gods something true we have. In Zeracania, they sent a plague of locusts, then of frogs. With us, they skipped right to raining cows down on us.
Enough! Enough! No need to so panic. Come, Master Witcher, I shall divulge to you the matter at hand. Yes, an unfortunate matter indeed. To be crushed by a cow. A true shame, Emil. He was a good worker. I told them at once there had to be a simple explanation. But that lot, no. Right away they started in screaming, plague! Demanding higher wages for hardship, poor working conditions, you see? They'll ruin me, the blotters.
My job is to figure out why a cow fell from the sky. That it?
That too. The thing is, since none bothered to clear the cow corpse, some filths overrun the other pit. We fear to venture there.
Co to tam vyvraždil, ne? Tady v tom lomu už.
Not surprised. Cow, where'd it come from? What kind was it?
Why, the ordinary spotted kind. Nothing unusual. Its corpse rots in the other pit, sends out its stench, and Emil lies right beneath it. Will you tend to the matter, take on the contract?
Tak. Co vyberem?
Construction of a statue of the prophet Lepioda. We're carving it. Not all at once, that is, but piece by piece. A pious infestus revived the project after years of neglect. He's engaged all nearby quarries in its completion. And we would be on schedule were it not for the incident. Please, Master, will you look into it?
Jo, tak samozřejmě udělám to.
Need to know more about this accident. Anyone actually see what happened?
No, but sounds there were. Osterv had just gone to see how Emil was getting along when suddenly we heard an ear-butching boom. Moments later, something smashed into one of the cranes.
Doubt it was the cow that hit the crane.
Probably true. At any rate, come morn, we ventured out to sea, but the vermin drove us off. With that, all work came to a halt. Has remained so since. Master, tarry no longer, please. Will you take on the matter?
Nejdřív po penězích.
Talk about my reward before I decide.
Time for a good hackle. So how much would you take?
Tak 300 pade.
Fine. But that is the sum total. No bonuses or gratuities on top. Understood?
Jasně.
Fine, I'll look into it. Might be a botched portal, but I doubt it.
Lapiota reward you with progeny aplenty.
No asi na dětech ne, když zaklínači nemůžou mít děti, ale to nevadí. No. Tak je to ten lom. Ale ta druhá jáma. Kudy. Rozvrtila kráva, to se na náhrobek nehodí. No to ne, no. Jo, tady jsme byli, jsme zabili ty...
Must be Emil. Workers mentioned him. Poor guy, unlucky as all hell. Right, now where do I start? Deep claw wounds. Spread between talons indicates a draconid. A wyvern probably. But these wounds weren't the cause of death. Got sliced open. Not much blood, so it happened after death. Heart had already stopped pumping. Tooth marks. Small ones, though, so necrophages left him clearly. Sure sniffed out their feast fast. Tissues crushed in places. Must have fallen from quite a height. Crushed by something heavy. Skull base is cracked. Fresh tooth marks. Necrophages. But they got to him after his death. Won't learn anything else from the body. Got it. All clear now. Cow died when it fell from a great height. Draconid must have dropped it. A youngster probably trying to get the cow back to its nest, but it proved too heavy. Emil's bad luck to be standing
right bude hnízdo někde? Jak kolombot, jo. Aha. Jestli to náhodou nemá někdo prsty. Emil byl v odborech a chtěl zvýšit plat. A oni mu nechtěli dát větší plat a tak ho odstranili. A už se na to přišel. To nebyla nehoda. To byla úmyslná vražda.
Blood. Draconid must have hit it pretty hard.
Aha, tak nic.
Dropped the cow, then probably tried to steady its
flight. A tamhle další krvavá stopa vidíme.
Good. Should be simple to track down. Traces of draconid blood, barely perceptible. I'm on the right track.
Tak, teď jsem se ztratil trošku. Takže tady je stopa. Tady vede do křoví. A tady už nic. Tak to je blbý teda. A tady. Tady už jsme chytili stopu zase. Ups. Já tady ji hledám, ty já na ní stojím. Tyjo. Buď jsem slepej. A nebo fakt jako nikdy nevidím okolo jinou. Sakra, ty. Takový easy quest, tyjo. Tak asi musím jít dál teda, no. Takovej zásek, tyjo. Při hledání stop. Tady je stopa. Něco bylo. A tady zase nic, ty. To není možný. Jako, tak, teďka nevím, co dělám blbě, ale fakt. Fakt, tady mám trošku fakt zásek. Tady je stopa. A pak tady žádná už není. Já teda jinou nevidím. No jasně. Tady. Škoda, že se neukazovalo, tyjo. Ježíš, to bude mezi těma dvěma kamenama, ne? Tady si v klídku choděj.
Started bleeding heavily. Wound was more serious than I thought, looks like.
Ježiš, tady lítá drak, oni se tady dělníci procházejí jak... Už ho slyším. Já nevím, no, jako, ale já bych měl spíš hledat toho drakovitýho, jo.
Landed on the roof of the distillery, raised a ruckus, made a mess, then moved on.
Tady si teda poberem, to už to asi nikdo potřebovat nebude.
Damn it. Half-eaten body with scorch marks? Definitely not a wyvern. Slizzard. Gotta be. They breathe fire.
Paličový zápisky. No chudák, kdyby zůstal od dvora, mohl žít. Jeho chyba. Tak jdeme dál.
Paw prints. All through here. Clearly too tired to fly.
Bude bitka se zraněným, tyjo, trošku takový nefér souboj.
Barely crawling.
Ten umře ne, tyjo, bude mrtvej. Vykrvácí.
Second draconid landed here, a larger one. Waited for the smaller one to heal,
Aha.
and they flew off together. Should be easy to track. Smaller one was still bleeding, luckily.
Tak malej umře asi.
Flew off together, probably bound for their nest.
Co to je? Malej umře asi ve hnízdě.
Been up here already. Might want to take a look, just to be sure.
Tak jdeme nahoru teda.
Had it right. Slizzard stole the cows. Killed them already. Maybe now I can get someone to pay me for it. Good thing I incinerated those eggs back there. Now to collect my reward.
Já to nevybral. Tak. Tak to bylo dobrý, no, teda. To je rychle vyřešený úkol. Když ten mě vlastně zabil. Tak to, no. No a ty jsem vlastně zabil. To řekl hezky. Ježišmarja, no tak já to tady rychle proběhnu. Bla 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 bla. Aha, já musím. Dobrý, dobrý, dobrý. Jsi to měl safenout než... Yeah.
Second draconid landed here, a larger one. Waited for the smaller one to heal, and they flew off together.
Přemýšlel jsem, že to střihnu, ale... Taková chvilka, že... Tady to urychlím. To byl jeden z nejjednodušších úkolů teda.
Had it right. Slizzard stole the cows. Well, killed them already. Maybe now I can get someone to pay me for it. Good thing I incinerated those eggs back there. Now to collect my reward.
Tak dobrý, tak teďkon opatrně už. Safeneme radši. A tak půjdeme na koňu. Koňu, seběhni to. Takovýhle úkoly se mi líbí, no.
Flew off together. Probably bound for their nest.
Jsme v lomu. Skoč. Myslíš, že to... Jo, dobrý.
Well, have you learned how that cow came to fly?
Yeah, you can get back to work. And it wasn't a plague of falling cows.
Did I not say so from the start? A weight off my chest. So what was behind the animal's plummet?
Young lizard flying over the quarry dropped it. Was trying to get it back to its nest. Food for its mother and siblings. Probably heard the last of the beasts. Burned the nest, eggs, everything.
A praiseworthy precaution, but as I said, I can only pay you what...
Jo, dobrý, jak to sem dej hlavně.
Here, take this. And I thank you, master. All cleared up now, right? No gods, no plague, just the dragon, but it's gone too. We're to pay Emil's widow compensation, and that will be that. So, why do you still stand there and wait, men? Back to work! Chop, chop!
Už se dal se makat. A teďko vyhodí Geralta. O, pomník je dostavěný, konečně.
Master, what would I have done without you? Countless throngs of Lebiota's followers will praise in prayer.
And you'll pay me, right?
But of course, your reward. The investor is a serious man of enterprise. Our plan foresees mass conversions. With the donations that will follow, we aim to recoup the costs of production in 3 to 5 years. Everything has been calculated, you see, down to the last decimal.
Good luck then. Farewell.
Má taky pro mě úkol, jo.
How am I to tell the investor?
Aha, tak nemá, dobrý, já už jsem myslel. Tak. Ještě máme zaklínačskou zakázku. Ho na vysokou. Promluv si s baronem. Kde tady je značka nějaká? Takže tam. Ta socha je hustá teda.
And verily I say unto you, if men were but to let the prophet Lebiota's teachings into their hearts, this world...
Tak. Šepot násluj. Jo, to byl nějaký quest. Tam už taky asi nikdo nebude. To je tak, když někdo udělá otazníky dřív než vedlejší questy.
Lads, I find your concern touching, I do. Yet I've long awaited this day. So, you must forgive me, but I shall go through with it as planned. Ah, it seems my guide has arrived.
Greetings.
Greetings to you, White Wolf. I presume you saw my notice? Foolish question. You're here, thus you must have seen it. Forgive me, I should introduce myself. Count Belladal, a great admirer of your deeds.
Fanoušek.
Thanks. Not something we witchers...
Geralt army, jo.
But Count, sir, do you mean to go off with just this witcher? A right hardy fellow he is, no ponce, I'm sure. But your expedition's too risky on the whole. And not taking us with you, pardon my saying it, right daft.
You exaggerate, Vilmar. I believe I can manage to survive half a day without someone there to wipe me arse in my stead. My guards lament, Witcher, but you must forgive them. Now, to get down to brass tacks. as you've no doubt gleaned from the notice, I've a rather extraordinary proposition for you. I'm a lover, Witcher, of nature. A devotee of the wild. And Toussaint is home to several species not encountered elsewhere. I'd like you to accompany me on an expedition whose aim is to preserve them. Yes. Naturally, you'll protect me should the need arise. My ever-vigilant guards, see, will report any reckless behaviour to my wife, not so much as a scratch. And then woe will be me.
Count Belladol? Famous poultry farmer, is that it?
Well, that was my grandpapa. Dear man. But my trade is the wine trade. I import the finest vintages to Krvi, my homeland. The very reason for my frequent visits to Beauclair, during which I like to, partake of nature, let us say.
Really need a witcher to, partake? Got guards of your own. Take them, save some coin.
I could, surely. But they too deserve a bit of rest, relaxation. Right, lads? Besides, I've plenty of coin. Coin that needs spending. Who dares stop me?
Ah, so this is about a rich man, bored stiff, seeking thrills.
There's also Clarissa, who...
Vilma, please.
Who what?
My daughter. I always return from my travels with some souvenir or another. She looks forward to them tremendously. But we did not meet to chat about my family. We must discuss our venture, must we not?
Need some details before I can say
Where
are we going? What am I supposed to do exactly?
In the roundest terms, we shall admire the local flora and fauna. And while we do, I might preserve a thing or two.
Preserve?
Of this device, see, a parastisomac. It captures, likenesses.
Paris as to what?
It's like a movable megascope, capturing moments, transforming them into illusions, based upon which I then paint a painting.
Takový foťák, jak máte cedlovka,
You want me with you, looking at animals and flowers and...
Well, that's more or less what it amounts to, yes. Except you will first have to track down the creatures I wish to capture. I know only the very approximate locations of their habitats. Well, and should any trouble arise, we'll have your sword at the ready, right? So, agreed?
So...
Pretty unusual contract.
I couldn't agree more, yes. And I'm prepared to pay a commensurately high fee.
Don't mind if we actually talk about exactly how high that'll be first, do you?
Why ever would I? Please, simply tell me how much you wish to receive.
246.
Sublime! We've a deal!
Doesn't seem hard. Be glad to do something pleasant for a change.
Sublime. In that case, here's your map. Before coming here, I dispatched requests to several local hunters. They located the habitats of the species of interest.
Takže budu fotit zvířátka a kytičky, no tak to je hezký.
Good thinking. It'll save us some time. Won't need to track. Ready to go?
I'm afraid we've to await the morn. Proper light, see, it's very important. In the meantime, be my guest at my fire, sir. In fact, I'd be delighted to hear some tales of Witcher life. Well, the wide and wild world beckons.
To je jak ten Oculus Rift, tyjo, má na hlavě, tyjo, ne. Mapa. Dobrý, no.
Seems I got the map, so I'll lead. Wouldn't rather be out here with those guards of yours?
You jest. It's deliverance to emerge from under their wings, believe me. They're overprotective, oppressively so. I wish to admire the wildlife, preserve it, not watch them kill it in a fit of misguided fear for my life.
What if the wildlife attacks us?
Then we shall have no other recourse. I do not wish to be something subtler for you, but as long as they remain calm, we've no need to provoke them. It's of the utmost importance to me, in fact.
Jak pan. Co to je? Jo, aha, já jsem se lekt, jo.
Map says there should be panthers around here. Stay close. Keep your eyes peeled.
But one request, Witcher. Avoid...
Shh. Heard something. Grunting, panting. Something like a bear.
Oh, I'm not the least bit eager to come face to mug with a bear. We should move on.
Hear that? Panthers.
Frankly, I did not hear a thing. Clearly, your senses are far more acute than mine. I must rely on them.
Tak si to vyfoť a jdem, ne, tyjo.
An excellent day for capturing moments.
Damn poachers. Snares. Looks like they were hoping for a bear. Panther got caught instead.
Look, a cub. Will you help the mother?
Give it a shot. Gotta calm her first. Likely to lunge at us otherwise.
Brilliant. You freeing a superb image. Folk call witches heartless. This will put the light in her.
Parasticemax upset the animals. Better get out of here.
Cannot abide poaching. Content you share my love for animals.
Got pretty broad interests for a man of the city.
I suppose I dabble in my share of things. Wine, nature, painting. I imagine the life of a witcher must be rather more monotonous.
Jednotvárnější, jasně.
It is. Never boring, though.
I, for one, cannot fathom only ever consorting with the same witches day in and day out.
Got a wife?
Yes. What's that got to do with anything?
Nothing. Just asking.
Že se stýká se stejnou manželkou, jasně, no. Dobrá narážka.
Hear him.
It's those...
Centipedes. Giant. Underground tunnel burrowers. Make a distinct sound. We can use that to track them. Sounds loud and clear here. Must be near the nest. We're here.
Well, this vantage point's no good. Shan't capture a good image from here.
All right, wait. We'll find you a better spot that's safe, too. Tread lightly. Giant centipedes sense the softest sounds, the lightest vibrations. You wake one up, it wakes up angry. Seems like a safe spot.
Safe, perhaps, but it offers no view whatsoever.
Fine, we'll keep looking. How about here?
I don't know. Isn't it a bit close?
Right. We'll find another spot.
Ježíš, ten je tak vybíravej, tyjo. Rychle.
Here, maybe. Distance seems right. Light's not bad either.
Yes, this will work perfectly.
Pak ty hnízda zničím asi hned.
Can
you lure them out?
Give me a minute. Need to think. Vibrations. Gotta send some through the ground. I'll try tossing a bomb or casting a sign. And you watch out. Don't get any closer.
Tak, to bude pěkný. No jak jsem zničil obě dvě hnízda. Jdeme pryč.
Thank you. Truly magnificent that was. We can move on now.
No tak jdeme dál, ne, tyjo.
Exhilarating. Positively exhilarating. Thank you. I've one more request. Local peacocks performing their mating ritual. I'd love to see that. Apparently, a flock dwells not far from here.
We can go. Just don't count on peeping at them while they mate. Season ended a month back.
Oh, that's terrible. I so wish to capture their splendorous tails in full bloom. Is there nothing you can do if they prove uneager to present? Perhaps challenge them somehow? Goad them?
What did you have in mind? Don't have it to myself, and I'm not likely to sprout one anytime soon.
My thoughts were more along the lines of witcher magic. They say you can exert influence over lesser creatures.
Yeah, guess I can try. Can't promise you anything, though.
Splendid. Consider me contented. I cannot pinpoint the flock's location, but a hunter I know told me a few likely spots. I'll mark them for you.
All right. Let's go find some peacocks.
Mapa. No, buddy.
I was wondering, why peacocks?
My daughter is rather fond of them. There will be a treat for her.
We're close. Eyes in the back of your head. A feather from the rump, coated in suet. Cock shed it recently and the suet's got a distinct scent. Ought to be able to track the flock.
A witcher in action. What a treat to watch.
Tak kde jsou, tyjo? Ježiši.
Hear that? They're calling to each other.
Fabulous. We're getting close. Oh, that's lovely. Now, if they could just splay their tails.
See what I can do. Find a good spot.
Ready? Use your magic, Witcher! Oh, this'll be a masterpiece! Smile, please!
Giant centipedes. Damn it.
Where did
To je dement.
Must have followed us. Get back. Show me what you got.
not look in my direction.
Jdeme mu to fotí, tyjo. Paparazzi, tyjo.
All over now.
That was tense. I believe I've had my fill of excitement for today. An excellent. What a wonderful adventure.
Get everything you wanted?
Yes.
In that case, time to get back to your camp.
Co ten dárek pro dceru, ne? Tak jí dá snad ty pavý pera. Co tam šli?
Returning your lord to you, safe and sound.
You've our gratitude, Master.
You see, lads, there was nothing to fear.
Thank you, Witcher, for looking after our day count. Seems the jaunt did 'em wonders. Breathed some new life into 'em.
Wait here a moment, Geralt. I have to fetch my coin pouch. Pay my dues.
Nový život?
New life? He was feeling down?
Made no mention, did he? 10 years back, his last, Clarissa's her name, took a spill off her horse. Been bedridden ever since. Cannot walk of her own. She'd been the life of the house before the calamity. A merry sprite what filled every corner with joy. Count would oft take her out on trips. She loved animals too. Excursions he makes now, or rather paintings he brings home. They's her only window on the wider world.
Sorry to make you wait. I was dead chuffed to be able to observe you in action. To confirm for myself there that the tales about you were not exaggerated in the slightest. You showed discipline, reliability, responsibility. I dare say you'd make the ideal business associate. It's a shame you've no interest in the wine trade.
One day, maybe.
Your reward. Use it well.
Thanks.
I've one other matter I wish to broach. In a few days' time, I shall exhibit my work for some friends, my coterie, so to speak. Would you come by?
Why not, if I'm in the area?
Splendid. In that case, I shall see you at my lodgings. I'm staying with a friend while in Toussaint, near a village named Francois.
I'll be by. See ya.
Splendid.
Keep your eyes peeled. Safety's key.
Takže dneska to asi ukončíme a příště vyrazíme na Líchánek a uděláme další questy. Tak, díky za shlédnutí a zatím čau.